everyone. Today's gear review is about my SilverLight hiking socks. A few months ago I let you know that I would be doing a gear review of these socks, and I gave you a little bit of information about them. I've spent the last few months testing them out on hikes, and now today I will finally be able to give you my thoughts and opinions on the socks. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I did receive the socks for free to do a review. Now, I'm not receiving any monetary reward or any money for this review. I did just get the socks for free, and they didn't ask me to say anything. They asked me for an honest review. So this is my honest opinion of the socks. I have the winter weight crew socks that I've been using. These are the ones I have been trying out. They are designed to keep your feet warm in the winter. They're fast drying and made to prevent blisters by wicking away any moisture from your foot. They have extra cushion in them for comfort. They have silver coated threads that are supposed to help to keep them long lasting and odor free. They are form fitted with a left and a right foot to help give you a really good fit, which also helps prevent blisters and keeps the socks comfortable. They do offer a lighter weight sock for warmer weather, and they do offer it in an ankle sock and a crew sock. Now, I have not tried those. I have only tried the winter version. They are made with 53% merino wool, 40% nylon, 5% silver threads, and 2% spandex. They have a dual layer, which helps with the extra cushioning and wicking away sweat and moisture. To put my socks to the test, I've used them in Maine and New Hampshire. I have used them in snow, in mud, in rain. I've made sure my feet have gotten wet in them so I can see how they perform when wet. I have also worn them on multiple hikes without washing them in between to see if they really remain odor-free, so that I'll know how they perform if I'm out on the Appalachian Trail doing multiple days while my socks get stinky before I can get to town and wash them. I have also tried them in 2 different types of footwear. I typically wear trail runners, so I've used them mostly in my trail runners, but I did expand my footwear recently to add a pair of winter hiking boots for more treacherous winter hikes, and I have used them in those as well to see if they're still just as comfortable in heavy footwear. Now, when I used these socks on Mount Avalon, very quickly into the trail, I stepped into, not on purpose mind you, but I did step into a puddle that I did not see, and went almost up to my ankle, so my left foot was completely soaked. That was a good opportunity for me, albeit unplanned, as I did not mean to step into the puddle, to see if one foot stayed warmer than the other when my sock was soaking wet. I am happy to say that my feet stayed very warm through the entire hike and all the way back to the car. Now, it was a pretty cold winter day in New Hampshire, and were hiking in the snow, so it was very nice that my feet stayed warm. Also, as I said, I've worn these on several hikes without washing them, and for a few days in a row just to make sure, and they did pass the stink test. They were not smelly compared to other socks that I've worn multiple days in a row on the Appalachian Trail. I will say I wasn't sweating, and it wasn't, hiking all day like I do when I'm on the AT, but they still remained odor-free, which was nice because stinky socks in your tent at night is gross. As far as blisters go, my feet have remained blister-free while using these socks. Now, I have not used them yet on a backpacking trip for extended days on trail, so I can't say how they'll perform under those conditions, but so far I have not had any blisters or any hot spots, even when my feet were soaking wet. So there's not really many negatives about the socks. The first one would be, I do have to point out the price point. They are on the expensive side. The winter socks are $38 for one pair. You can also order them in a 3-pack or a 5-pack, and that would save you a little bit of money, but that is on the pricey side. The lighter weight socks are a little less expensive. The ankle socks are $26 for one pair, and the crew socks are $34 for one pair. Again, you can buy them in a 3-pack or a 5-pack, and it does save you a little bit of money. But if you want to compare that to Darn Toughs, my Darn Tough socks that I bought in the past do run anywhere from $23 to $30, depending on if I'm getting the ankle length or the crew length. So they're a little more expensive than the Darn Toughs, but not that much. And they do have a lifetime guarantee. The only other negative that I would say about the sock is when I'm pulling them on before I put and I slip my foot into my shoe, they do sometimes bunch up under the arch of my foot, and I do have to adjust the sock, kind of pull on the heel to make sure that it's not bunched up under the arch of my foot. But once I have my sock in place good within my shoe, they have not moved around at all or bunched up again, and they've remained very comfortable throughout the hike. Maybe I need a little bit smaller sock. I'm not sure why that happens, but as soon as the sock's in place, it stays where it's supposed to. Would I recommend trying these socks? Absolutely. They have been very comfortable. They have kept my feet warm even when wet. I've not gotten any blisters, and they have passed the stink test. I'm not sure what else you can ask for from a sock other than maybe to not be so expensive, but are they worth it? I believe they are. I do want to try out the lighter weight ankle socks on my upcoming section hike of the Appalachian Trail, as I do think that the winter weight crew socks will end up being too hot for my section hike. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on my review of the SilverLight hiking sock. If you do have any questions or anything that I have missed or not gone over, you can put your questions in the comment section below. I will try and answer everything to the best of my ability. Or if you have used them in the past and really like them or don't like them, I would love to see your thoughts in the comments below as well. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Get out and hike, and I'll see you in the next video.